Welcome to our beginner's guide to investing, where we explore the timeless wisdom of one of the most successful investors of all time, Warren Buffett. Today, we're going to discuss 3 simple rules that can set you on the right path towards building wealth and achieving financial independence. Hello and welcome to Only Stocks, the channel that is dedicated to providing you with the latest news, insights, and analysis from the ever-evolving world of the stock market. We understand that the stock market can be quite complex and intimidating, which is why our team of experienced analysts and industry experts are here for you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our latest content. He started investing when he was 11 years old. From his perspective, he had dabbled a bit in the past, around the age of 7 or 8, but it wasn't anything serious. Unfortunately, he didn't really get into it until they turned 11. That was when he bought their first stock and began experimenting with various strategies, such as timing stocks and utilizing charts. He had a lot of fun, although they didn't really make any profits. He kept doing this until they were 19. During that time, he devoured all the investing books they could find in the public library. He was fascinated by the subject, but he didn't have a proper framework. He was hoping that the little patterns on a chart would somehow predict the future movements of a stock. It may seem a bit crazy now, but at the time, everyone was doing it, so he decided to give it a try. Sometimes, the chart was even turned upside down, as if hoping for some magical insight. From my point of view, it didn't happen. In 1949, he stumbled upon a book called The Intelligent Investor by Ben Graham. He had never heard of him before, but there were 2 chapters in the book that completely changed their perspective. The philosophical foundation for their investing journey was provided. From his perspective, these principles may appear to be straightforward and fundamental, but comprehending their significance can be challenging. From his point of view, the 10 Commandments are simple, yet they hold tremendous significance. If one is looking to embark on their own investing journey, they should remember these 3 fundamental rules that set the stage for successful investing. The first rule is to understand that a stock represents a business. It's not just a random ticker symbol on a screen. You need to evaluate the business itself, its economic characteristics, competition, and management. When I was younger, I could recite the ticker symbols of countless companies, but I didn't truly understand what they stood for. I had to shift my perspective and see these symbols as actual businesses with their own value. The second rule, as highlighted in the book, is how investors should respond to market fluctuations. Graham introduces the concept of Mr. Market in Chapter 8, and it's a fantastic analogy. Many people react emotionally to stock prices, feeling good when they go up and bad when they go down. They believe that the stock market exists to teach them a lesson. But Mr. Market is like your investing partner who visits every day, offering to buy or sell shares at certain prices. He's quite accommodating, isn't he? In private business, no one does that. Imagine if we co-owned a gas station, and every day I asked you to make an offer for my share. It's not something that happens. So, the key is to approach stock market fluctuations with a rational mindset, understanding that Mr. Market's mood swings shouldn't dictate your actions. It's about focusing on the long-term value of the businesses you're invested in, rather than being swayed by short-term price movements. These 2 rules, seeing stocks as businesses and having the right attitude towards market fluctuations, lay a solid foundation for successful investing. The margin of safety is the third rule. When driving over a bridge, it's not advisable to push things too close to their limits. It is important to always leave a margin of safety when investing. If you have a truck that weighs 9,800 pounds and you come across a bridge that can handle 10,000 pounds, it would be wise to find another bridge. From a POV perspective, the same principle can be applied to investing. I advise against taking unnecessary risks. One should wait for opportunities where the potential for profit outweighs the potential for loss. These 3 rules may seem simple, but they are fundamental to successful investing. It's about seeing stocks as businesses, not just numbers on a screen. It's about having the right mindset when faced with market fluctuations. And it's about ensuring a margin of safety in your investments. So, if you're a beginner looking to invest, remember these 3 simple rules by Warren Buffett. Those 3 principles laid out by Benjamin Graham are the foundation of a solid investment philosophy. You can build all kinds of investment strategies on top of them, but they are essential. I haven't found anything that compares to them in terms of importance. The most crucial aspect, especially when dealing with large sums of money over a long period, is understanding the business you're investing in. Imagine you were given $1 million and had to invest in 3 businesses within a week. You can't trade these investments afterward, so you have to choose wisely. During that week, you would be looking at different companies, considering their familiarity, management, competitive position, and overall prospects. The goal is to find businesses with enduring competitive advantages. It's not just about which business is earning the most money at the moment. You want companies that have a sustainable edge over their competitors. To have enduring competitive advantage, a business needs some form of protection, like a moat around a castle. This moat can come from factors such as patent protection, location advantages, or strong brand recognition. For example, Coca-Cola has built a positive image in the minds of billions of people around the world. They associate Coke with happiness, and that enduring advantage helps them sell a lot of their product, even if a competitor offers a slightly lower price. Additionally, it's crucial to invest in businesses run by honest and capable people. You don't want to partner with a crook or someone incompetent. The best businesses to invest in are those that are so well established and well run that even an idiot could manage them successfully. It's about finding companies with such strong fundamentals that they can thrive regardless of who's in charge. So, when considering investments, keep these principles in mind. Understand the business you're investing in, look for enduring competitive advantages, and make sure it's led by trustworthy and capable individuals. These simple yet essential guidelines can help you make sound investment decisions for the long term. You don't have to be active in the market every day. There are thousands of stocks listed on the NYSE, and their valuations change daily. If you have 20 great investment ideas throughout your lifetime, that's enough to become very wealthy. Sometimes, I tell students they'd be better off with a punch card that only has 20 punches when they graduate. This way, instead of impulsively investing based on tips or rumors, they would think carefully about each investment. 20 punches are more than enough, as long as you make sure not to waste any of them on frivolous reasons. At Berkshire Hathaway, we don't bother with small investments. It doesn't move the needle for us. We focus on things that can make a significant impact, especially as our capital continues to grow. That's how we approach our investment strategy. See you on our next one.